Hello students, myself Anurag Tripathi welcoming you in my online classes. Today we are going to discuss the second poem of class 12th, that is an elementary school classroom in a Islam. Okay, the poem is composed by Stephen Spender, who was an English poet and essayist also. He belonged to Oxford University, from where he come out without a degree. Okay, Spender has a keen interest in politics and he himself declared to be a socialist and pacifist. Okay, whatever work he has written, that is known as the poem of dedication, the age of being the creative element, the struggle of the modern, and an autobiography world within. These are the some works written by Stephen Spender. Okay, today we are going to discuss the poem that is an elementary school classroom in Islam. In this poem, he has concentrated on themes of social injustice and class inequalities. The poem is written in free verse. Free verse, you know now, where there is no any rhyme scheme. Okay, so let's start the poem. Far, far from gusty waves, these children faces. Like rootless weeds, the hair torn around their pallor, the tall girl with her wig down head, the paper seeming boy with rat's eye. In this particular poem, as the title suggests, you have the lively description of an elementary school classroom in a slum area. Okay, so far, far from gusty waves. There is a repetition in the very first line. This is the figures of speech. Far, far from gusty waves. What is the meaning of gusty waves? The winds, the breezy winds which is going to blow. Okay, the children's faces. The poet compare the face of children with these waves. Okay, means in these waves, in these winds, their faces are like a rootless weeds, like a rootless weed, because there is no any base for these children. Okay, further the poet said that the hair thrown round their pallor. Okay, means whatever here they have, they are on their means dull faces. Their face is not bright. They are looking very means malnutrition. Okay, there is a tall girl with her wig down head. Means due to certain reason, her face and her head is down. It has been told that might be possible the girl was have a burden of their family. That's why she was not happy. The paper seeming boy. Okay, this is the clear example of malnutrition. Okay, the paper seeming boy. Paper you know na, that is very very thin. Means boy is just like a paper. Means no any means output. Okay, outlook in that. He was so thin. We can say thinnest. With rat's eye. Rat's eye means whatever they have to glance in other vulge. The stunted means they are not grown. They are half grown or they are not grown. वो पूरी तरह से grown नहीं हुए हैं. Unlucky here of twisted means whatever appearance they got, that is the their luck. Means whatever they got, whatever they inherited, that is due to their father. Reciting a father's disease means their condition is clearly reflecting the rough disease of his father. By seeing the appearance of these children, you find that their background is so poor. The background is so poor. Okay, means family background is not good, it is the worst. His lesson from his text. Okay, there is one boy who is try to read the lesson from his desk. At the back of the dim class, as we know, there is no light in the class. At the back side, we see there is one unnoted sweet and young. Means a boy is there who is not easily noticed. The boy was sweet and young. His life, his eyes live in a dream. Means he was a dreamer. His eyes live in a dream of a squirrel's game. A squirrel's game has been compared because of the innocence of the boy. A squirrel seems to be very innocent. They were very busy in their game from here to there to here. Similarly, here the boys is also who is living in a dream. It might be possible my life is going to be good. Okay, in tree room, a squirrel is living in a tree room other than this. Means the squirrel's game. The squirrel is playing that game which is not to fulfill. Similarly, the boys is also playing dreaming which is not to be filled. Okay. In first stanza, we find that the lively picture of the slum classroom. Okay, where we look in the children faces. Children face have no energy. They are lifeless, like a rootless weeds. Okay, their hair were not being combed properly. There were tall gullies also who is wake down their head due to some reason. Okay, the boy is clearly reflecting the malnutrition as he was so very thin as he compared to the paper. Okay, the stunted unlucky hair of twisted bones means they got some disease. They inherited some luck from their fathers. Although they read their lesson from their desk, at the back of the dim classes means in that dark classes, in the last point we see the one unnoted means we can't easily find him. There was a young boy, sweet boy, who is dreaming of like a squirrel. Okay, a squirrel dream in a tree room, but he is dreaming in the that classroom in the Islam. Okay, let's move further. On sour cream walls donation. On sour cream walls, sour has been representing the off color of walls. That is unpleasant. Okay, that is fading color of the walls had been compared as a sour. Donations means the giver. Shakespeare had cloudless at dawn. Means Shakespeare had is signing there without any cloud, without any hope. Cloudless at dawn. At the starting point, at the morning time, there is no any hope. Cloudless has been compared as the without hope. They are hopeless. Civilized dome riding all cities. This is the picture of the wall. Although there we find a civilized dome that is happen in the cities. Built, flowery, tireless valley. Means tireless valley is there. Tireless valley is belong to the beautiful valley in Australia. In Australia, there is a valley, Tireless Valley, who is just full of beautiful things. जो कि beautiful things से बहुत ही fulfilled. Open-handed map means there is map. There is no any limitation. But these children are limited. Awarding the world is its world. Means by seeing that map, you will find that the world was really in its world. Means their world is quite different from the world of the children's. The children life is very limited in this narrow slum of the classroom. And yet, for these children, these window, not this map. Okay, now the poet is telling that for these children, he just telling about the social injustice. For these children, this map is not of any use, okay, because they are unknown to that world which is reflecting in that particular maps. So these windows means whatever the windows was there in the classroom, these windows is the real world, and whatever the map is there, that is seeming very beautiful like Troilus Valley, but that window is not appropriate. That world is not appropriate because that world is unknown, useless to these children. These children have very limited life in their classroom, okay, where all their future painted with a fog. Means their life is painted with a fog. Means there is no any hope for these children in their life because they have no any chance to move further, to think further from the limited area of the classroom, and nobody care of it. By this poem, the poet is targeting to the political policies. You have to keep in the mind that he's targeting. Okay, so this is the first two stanza which I have taught today. Okay, you have to keep in your mind the theme of social injustice and class equalities because these children are not getting suitable rights of education, which is the most important part of children to grow. Okay, so in this class I we have discussed the first two stanza. In the next class we will discuss the rest of the stanza. For that you have to understand in this two stanza the repetition, metaphor and simile has been used. You have to find in which stanza, in which line it has been used. Okay, for any problem you just ask from the various. Okay, so this enough for today. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you.